Hello there, Alex Sturgeon, HobbyTown HobbyPlex, and I got a new phone. And since I got a new phone, I wanted to check out its audio-video capabilities, and what better way to break in a new phone than with a new segment, something we've never done here on the HobbyPlex show before. It's called Alex Fixes, and basically what I'm planning on doing is when I work on cars here at the Plex for customers, I think I'm going to video it and make a neat little video about what we're doing. So in this case, we've got an Arrma Granite that we're going to be putting in a brushless system into and changing out the spur gear setup from the brushed to the brushless version. So let's have some fun, see how this turns out, and if I need to feel like I need to stop the video and say stuff, then I will. But yeah, get ready for some time lapse. All right, so we have this Granite completely gutted. So we took the drive shaft out. We took the motor mount set that's plastic that comes with your brushed Arrma Granites. We've got the receiver box open so that we can put in the new speed controller and motor. But here's the deal. So I think why these guys were ripping out so many spur gears, one right after the other, I think one of the main reasons for that is because their motor mount had a couple strip screws, and so it was flexing a lot, and it wasn't really sitting in there very well. Plus the top, there's a little tab that is supposed to lock in to the Granite's chassis and rear gearbox, and that was also busted off. So I think there was a lot of flex going on, and I think that's one reason why they're going through so many spur gears with the brushed motor. So what we're going to do is we're going to get them the aluminum motor mount set. Highly recommend getting this anytime that you go to brushless on the Granite, the Centon, the Typhon, any of those trucks. So we're going to swap the old plastic one out for the new metal one. That'll also allow us to properly set the gear mesh and all that good stuff. So let's continue on, see how far we can get. All right, I do not like the length of these motor screws, so I'm going to go one size bigger. I'm pretty sure that these are 3x8s. I'm going to go 3x10s, and they just barely go into the motor, and I want this to be a nice solid hookup for this. So that's what we're going to do. I was going to get new screws and everything anyways for the motor mount and the pieces. So let's just do that. All right, so one of the nice things about the upgraded aluminum motor mount is that it's actually a 3-piece unit. So you can take off that whole metal plate by itself, and you can really get the pinion gear on there in the correct way. I'm going to show you guys, see if you can see that. It just needs to be a little bit over the shaft right there. At first I put it flush with that indentation they give you there to the right, but it didn't quite work out. So here's what it should look like when it goes in there. So you can see you want just a little bit of play. If it's too tight, it'll be really loud, it won't run very fast, and it'll burn the speed controller motor probably up. It'll get the motor really hot, and of course obviously if it's too loose, you'll strip spur gears, which is what we're trying to prevent here. So just a tiny little bit of wiggle. Also, when you put the case completely on, what'll happen is that'll actually tighten up a little bit. I've noticed with Arrma vehicles in general that when you put the gear cover on, everything kind of tightens up, so it doesn't hurt to have it maybe just a smidge looser than you would normally do, because it'll tighten itself up automatically when that gets pressed on. You definitely want to make sure that you test it and make sure that it's nice and smooth when everything is together. And yeah, so you want that to be nice and flush. You can see all the gears are touching. So, all right, we'll keep going. All right, we are on the home stretch here. We have got brand new speed controller, brand new motor, brand new motor plate, gear mesh is set. All we need to do now is to set the endpoints so that this speed controller knows where the full throttle, full brake, and neutral are. It is a brushed Arrma Granite, so it does have the SLT3 from the Spektrum. And we're going to turn this guy on. There we go. And now we're going to hold the set button down as we turn the car on. Okay, once that beeping starts, don't touch anything on your radio, push the set button once. Now that it's beeped once, give it full throttle. Now that it's beeped twice, give it full brake. There you go. Now you can let go. Speed controller is going to cycle through. Very important not to touch anything when this is booting up. Those beeps are basically the speed controller booting up. Now let's check it out. There we go. Shake and bake. Let's go take it outside and make sure everything is good to go before I call our customer. All right, moment of truth here. We've got our truck. They didn't give me a body, so I do have to kind of be careful with it. Also, they have a nickel metal hydride battery in there instead of a LiPo, so I don't expect it to go crazy fast. I also had to go in and change from lithium polymer to the nickel metal hydride in the settings. Let's just make sure it works. There we go. Alex Fixes episode 1. Make sure that you subscribe, like, tell your friends, and we'll make another video for you soon.